when someone asks me what's the best way to learn to act, especially when beginners want to learn how to act. It's like, well, I'd say I'm a beginner and I've never done this before. Where do I start? Well, the best place to start is by taking a class. And there's so many different classes available nowadays. If you're in school, take a class, whether it's in high school or at a university level. Study just in a drama department. Study film. If you're outside of school, there are typically in most cities, you can find an acting class that you can join or a drama class that you can join. A lot of community theaters have acting classes that you can join. And just get involved and start learning how to do the industry. Learning what the industry is about, learning what the art is all about. Nowadays, with this amazing development of technology, we even have the ability to learn a lot about acting from home. Because I get that question a lot too. Well, I really don't have the ability to go to a class right now, or I live in a remote area, or whatever the case may be. How can I learn this from home? Well, there's all sorts of great resources. Even if you start just researching videos online and looking at what other people are saying, watch videos online. There's the ability to take classes remotely now, and which is a wonderful thing. So do that. And there's a wonderful ability to even order prepackaged courses and start learning the basics of acting. And you can do that right from the comfort of your own home. So I say all of this because it's great to just eliminate any of the excuses that we have. A lot of people have the desire to act, but there's a fear of that first step. There's a fear maybe of going to an acting class, or there's a fear of, well, maybe I'm not the right type to become an actor. And what I can say is take that first step. Anyone can become an actor. I really believe that. I believe that some people are going to work harder at it. I believe that people are going to put more into it than others. And typically, the work ethic is going to stand out. But as long as you work to learn all of the initial skills of acting, you can do it. The biggest thing in finding a class to work with is I believe you have to find the right both environment and instructors that you identify with. I think it's very, very important as a student of acting. I always like to say that finding a good acting instructor is very similar to finding the right therapist. It's because when we work on acting, we are working on immense vulnerability. We're working on very deep parts of ourselves, and we're working on taking risks by exploring these things in front of others. So as you're finding an instructor that walks you through this, find someone that you're comfortable with, find someone that you feel you are safe with, and someone that motivates you to take the risks that you need to take as an actor. And so talk to different schools and interview, watch videos online to see if you adhere to the principles and the philosophies. And then when you find something that clicks, then study over and over and over whatever it is that you're doing. Another question I get from a lot of people, and especially from beginning actors, is if I'm going to learn acting, what methodology should I learn? And what I would say there is there's a lot of different methods of acting. There's not a right or a wrong methodology. I teach a methodology that is based in the Sanford Meisner approach. It doesn't mean that my methodology is the right one or that Sanford Meisner's was the right one, because there's others. There's Uta Hagen, and there's Stella Adler, and there's Lee Strasberg, and there's so many different others. But what I would say is that all of the methodologies are kind of pointing in the same direction. They're pointing to something called truth on stage or truth in the moment. That's where we really want to be. And you have to find the methodology of acting that is the best for you, that it adheres to you. The reason why I love the Sanford Meisner approach so much is I find it to be the most accessible, and I find it to be incredibly safe as an actor. And I think that's very important. To me as an artist, I like the safety that I can give my students when I'm guiding them through these very vulnerable approaches. And in safety, what I mean is that when I'm guiding a student, I want them to be able to take a risk without having any negative repercussions of taking that risk, whether it's stepping into their own vulnerability or allowing themselves to lean into deeper emotion, or learning how to fight really hard in a conflict. While we do that, we have to be able to step into that life and have a lot of fun doing that. Really step into the life, step into it truthfully and fully. But then we need to be able to step out of that life. And we call it, stepping in and triggering out. And it's a way that we can keep ourselves safe. So if we're on set, for example, and we have this devastating scene that we have to do, we just lost, our character just lost a loved one, and we have to go through this very difficult moment. Well, we need to know as an actor that we can step into that fully, go as far as we can, feel everything that we need to feel. But then when the director calls cut, we can trigger out of that. And it's not going to hinder us. We're not going to take it home with us. It's not going to negatively impact our lives. I don't need to be in a bad mood in my own life because my character's in a bad mood in the scene, right? We can separate those things out. And I believe in methodologies that teach an organic approach in that way. I think it's important as an actor that we keep ourselves safe. I think it's important that we have fun as an actor. So as we learn how to do this, as we learn this craft of acting, I think it's important to explore, to understand the different methodologies and to understand where they come from and understand what they're really trying to teach.
If you like this video and want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe and let us know in the comments what other topics you would like us to talk about. Check out truthfulactingonline.com for our online acting training courses. See you next time at Truthful Acting.